Hey, third graders. We are going to talk a little bit about what your third grade writing expectations are for when you are writing your daily writing prompts on Google Classroom. So your expectations are as follows. Number one, make sure that you are writing at least 5 sentences. If you would like to write more than 5, that is awesome. I would love to read it. However, you need to write at least 5. Also, make sure that you are checking your spelling. On Google Docs, they have spell check for you. So you will be able to tell if a word is spelled incorrectly. And if it is, you can also check the correct way to spell it on Google Docs. I will show you how to do that in a minute. Next, make sure that you are checking your punctuation. So every single sentence needs to end with a period or question mark. Along with that, all of your sentences need to be starting with a capital letter. Lastly, does it make sense? After you finish writing your writing prompt, before you submit it, you need to make sure that you are going through and rereading it to make sure that it makes sense. If it does not make sense, then you need to go back and edit it so it does make sense. So in your writing, the first sentence you will write is going to be your topic sentence. Your topic sentence will tell the reader what the main idea of your writing will be. Next, your next 3 or more sentences are going to be your supporting details. These are going to be details that support your main idea, that support your topic sentence. And then your last sentence will be your concluding sentence. This sentence will tell the reader that you are done writing about your topic by restating your topic sentence or restating your main idea. So I'm going to show you an example of this right now. So for the writing prompt, would you rather be able to fly or be able to read minds? I am going to write my response right here. So it says type here. I'm going to hit enter a few times, so a little bit lower. I'm going to make my font bigger just so you can see it. You do not need to. So I'm going to think about, first of all, what would I rather do? I would rather be able to fly. So that is going to be the main idea of my writing. So my topic sentence should state that I would rather be able to fly. So maybe I will write something like this. If I had to choose between being able to fly and being able to read minds, I would rather be able to fly. Again, that is my topic sentence. That is going to be telling the reader what my main idea of my paper is. Now remember, the next 3 or more sentences are going to be the supporting details. These details should support why I would rather be able to fly. So maybe I'll say, if I were able to fly, I would be able to get to work a lot faster. If I were able to get to work a lot faster, I would be able to sleep in later in the mornings. So there's 2 more sentences right there. So I already have 3 sentences. So all I really need is 1 more supporting detail before I write my concluding sentence. If I want to write more than that, I definitely can. So my next sentence is going to be, I would also like to fly, because then I could go on a lot more vacations. If I could fly anywhere in the United States, I would like to fly to California and Hawaii. So now those are my supporting details. Again, supporting why I would rather be able to fly. Now it's time for my last sentence. Remember, my last sentence is going to be my concluding sentence. So I'm going to restate my thesis statement, my topic sentence, or restate my main idea. So I'm going to say, this is why I would rather be able to fly than read minds. So let's look back at my writing. First, I am going to make it a little bit bigger here so you guys can all see it too. Again, yours will not be this big. Okay? So, first, I want to make sure that I have a topic sentence. So if I had to choose between being able to fly and being able to read minds, I would rather be able to fly. Right there, that's my topic sentence. I'm going to highlight it for you guys to be able to see. And then I want to make sure that I have a concluding sentence. This is why I would rather be able to fly than read minds. That's my concluding sentence. Oopsie, I forgot the T. That is going to tell the reader that I am done, and it also is restating my main idea. Then, in the middle, those are all of my supporting details. I'm going to highlight it per sentence just so you can see. So my first supporting detail says, if I were able to fly, I would be able to get to work a lot faster. That's my first reason. If I were able to get to work a lot faster, I would be able to sleep in later in the mornings. There's another sentence. I'm going to highlight that for you guys to be able to see. You will not be highlighting it. I would also like to fly because then I could go on a lot more vacations. There's another supporting detail. If I could fly anywhere in the United States, I would like to fly to California and Hawaii. There's another supporting detail. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sentences. So if I think back to my expectations, I had to have at least 5. So I'm good to go on that. Next, I'm going to go through and check for spelling. So let's say, so all of my words look like they're spelled correctly. I'm going to change this back to just no color so you can see normal, okay? Now I'm going to write, because then I can show you what spell check is. Okay, so you'll notice that the word because is underlined in red. If it's underlined in red, that means that that word is not spelled correctly. So either I can look at it and go, oh, I know, I forgot the U. If I don't know how to spell it, you can right click and then it'll say, did you mean? And it'll give you the correct spelling. Okay, so now that my spelling is good, I'm going to move on to my punctuation. Make sure that I have a period and then a capital letter with all my sentences. So it starts off with a capital letter. It ends with a period. Starts with a capital letter. Ends with a period. Starts off with a capital letter. Ends with a period. Starts with a capital letter. Then it ends with a period. Starts off with a capital letter. Ends with a period. And then it starts off with a capital letter. And again, ends with a period. So now that my spelling, my punctuation is correct, I have capital letters at the beginning of all of my sentences, then my last thing to check is that it makes sense. So I'm going to read it out loud, or read it to myself to make sure that it makes sense. If I had to choose between being able to fly and being able to read minds, I would rather be able to fly. If I were able to fly, I would be able to get to work a lot faster. If I were able to get to work a lot faster, I would be able to sleep in later in the mornings. I would also like to fly because then I could go on a lot more vacations. If I could fly anywhere in the United States, I would like to fly to California and Hawaii. This is why I would rather be able to fly than read minds. So that makes sense to me. So since it makes sense, and I've checked everything else off, that means that I am good to go and I can submit my writing for the day.